This week's episode of High Off the Glass is brought to you by Orange Kush. It's not your daddy's kind, bud.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? We are here with High Off the Glass. How's everybody doing? Welcome everyone to High Off the Glass, the marriage between marijuana and basketball. How's everybody doing out there tonight? As you hear, little sound effects going off in the background, we have breaking news. But first, we have our guest. We have Mr. Bobby in the house. How are you, sir?
What's going on, my brother?
Good to see you.
Freshman, second.
No, you are good. You are good to see you. Thank you for making
it. Get it out.
Mr. Bobby is in the house today, and we are here with the breaking news, the news of the hour. Of course, this is free agency madness. Sir, Kevin Durant is now a Brooklyn Net. Oh, my goodness.
Well, this chips is going to fall now. That's the biggest chip now.
The biggest. Like the biggest one is this. It's ridiculous. There's the wackest sound effects I could get. He has chosen the Brooklyn Nets. What do you think?
I think it was a smart decision. I think it was. He got his rings.
Yeah.
You've proven that I can be the MVP. I can be the finals guy. I can score.
Right.
Now let's see. Can I lead my own team? Can I do my own thing? Build my own legacy.
Right.
Now, by saying your own,
you
still need more than just KD.
Yeah.
So let's see where the rest of the chips fall. Let's see what else everybody else.
Yeah.
See what else is gonna happen. This is the best time of the year.
It's so funny the way he did it was almost like the way LeBron did it. You know, LeBron couldn't win on his own. He had that, he created a super team, won with that super team, and then was like, all right, I'm going to do it on my own, and then did it.
Let's address this now. Let's address this now. The whole
Dude.
super team thing.
Oh, my goodness.
This has been a format that's been around for a long time. Like,
True.
I ain't going to say never.
Yeah.
Aside from like your Kobe Bryant teams, where it really was just Kobe, and he made all those guys so much better.
It goes back to the 80s.
It goes back
to
where
the
you
80s,
got 2 and 3 guys, and you get your 2-3 headed monster,
Yeah.
and you build a team this way.
You almost say 60s if you go back to the Celtics.
It just makes it so much better now that the quality of players is nasty. Like, these are the top guys in the league that's teaming up.
Yeah.
You know, this is the video game play that we've always wanted to see right here.
Right.
This is when we log on to 2K and we build our own teams. This is us building our own team.
This is it. And speaking of that, second person, I guess, to sign with the Nets besides Kyrie, because Kyrie has not signed yet. He will. That would be one DeAndre Jordan. So they are trying to build a little multi-team, three-headed monster over there.
Now,
DeAndre isn't exactly what he used to be, but
where does that put? I'm sorry, I'm missing my man. The current center, with the center and
for the net for Brooklyn. Oh, Crabtree. Yeah,
Crabtree. Now, where does that put his development? Because honestly, I think he was a steal for what he's become defensively and where he can potentially build. So where does that put his development with a DeAndre Jordan?
I think that he may compete with DeAndre for that starting job, but
may compete. He ain't got no choice but to compete. DeAndre coming in to dominate.
Well, yeah,
he
true.
Coming in to start.
So he may compete with him to get that starting job, but if he doesn't get it and DeAndre gets it, which I'll be surprised about. I'll be surprised about that because DeAndre is not the player he used to be.
Right, because neither one is a real high scoring threat. Now, defensively, that is a front that could, oh my goodness. Think of the block shots per game of them two side by side, but you're going to give it up scoring. But once you get a KD in.
I don't even know if he'll still be there, though, after all these transactions are done. I'm just so fascinated with these free agents. Like, this free agency,
think about that. We've been building on this for a couple years now. All these guys knew that this time was going to come up.
Right.
I think that they've talked about this behind the scenes so much more than we even think
about.
They have. And they've been considering these scenarios and transactions.
Right.
It's the way their contracts are built, the ways that they're built, and no opt-out clauses and this and that and the other and things of that nature.
Right.
they've been building this for a long time, and they knew that this
No
was the
opt-out.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just this is what I'm so excited about. Besides that, we got Kemba, my team, Boston.
Wow, that was a lateral step. Like,
It was. I was almost.
I'm not saying. Hold on. Before I say that, that's like I was knocking Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
First off, I'm not doing that at all.
Yeah.
Because he balls. You know what I'm saying?
He
But
does.
I'm just talking for a team. All they did was a replacement.
You say lateral, you putting Kemba right there with Kyrie, so
Yes.
that's props to him.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? I don't, it kind of sound like you're throwing a little shade when you say
No,
that way, but
yeah.
I don't think they made a big splash on that.
But here's the thing: I'm so happy we got him. I don't. I'll get to my second point in a minute, but I would have been happy with D'Angelo. D'Angelo's taller. He's
Of
younger.
course. Why would
I mean,
Look,
but I'd be happy with him.
If that's your toss-up,
Yeah.
D'Angelo or Kemba Walker,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Either way.
Like,
I'm good either way.
I would definitely be happy with that.
I think that is that team is gonna be Jason Tatum's and I know they pushing for Gordon Hayward, but I think JT coming out.
G Money is gonna
to let people know, hey, I'm here.
JT's gonna have a tremendous year. He's gonna stay the hell away from Kobe. He's not gonna.
Why?
He's not gonna practice. I don't know.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I kind of think.
Do you think that had anything bad to do with his game?
Yeah, because his game took a step back in the in that season,
and we blame that on Kobe.
That's the person he was working out with.
No.
He kind of changed his game a little bit. His jumper didn't seem as fluid. His jumper didn't seem as fluid in the sophomore year as opposed to his rookie.
Just said. He changed his game a little bit. So, in a year of changing your game, you're adjusting to the changes of your game. Now, because you see the changes, he's not the only one that's adjusting. Mm-hmm. At the same time, think about it. You got Brown that wanted to establish himself and assert himself more. Mm-hmm. You got Hayward that wanted to put himself in the fold and let people know that, hey, I can still play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm coming off this injury, but I can still play.
Yeah.
So it's other things I think he was adjusting to.
Yeah, and Kyrie hogging the ball. Yeah.
Kyrie's game is different this year because he really don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? He's on his way out the door, so his game's different. Right. Think about it. You playing with a vet like Horford that been thinking about, hey, season might be done here too, you know.
Speaking of Horford, I wish I could say right now, let's see where Brook Lopez is planning to sign a 4-year deal with. He's going to re-up with Milwaukee. That's a good signing for him.
That's smart.
That is smart. He's
smart.
Good. That man's jumper, where did it come from? He did not have a 3 the year before. Like, what?
Guys like this, these are what professionals are. Growth of your game, man. Lopez started off when they came in the game, it was all about big men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they came in with a fit. They were already naturally big.
Yeah.
But their game had to evolve to stay relevant in the league.
Yeah.
Their game had to evolve to stay relevant in the league. And I feel like that's what they did. Like the growth is the jump shot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you can stretch the floor at 5 or 4,
that's it.
You are now deadly.
Yeah.
You are now you're needed. You're needed in the NBA.
You will get a fat ass contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will definitely get a fat ass
sign right here. We want you.
So basically off the board so far we have KD signs with Nets.
Okay.
Kemba with Sixers. Dame re-ups with Portland.
Okay.
Brook re-ups with Milwaukee, and I think that's it right now. And DeAndre signs with
another
Brooklyn.
Big sleeper. Now that some of the big chips are out the way, Middleton.
Yeah. No, I know Brogdon is. Is he one too? He's a free agent.
I believe so, but I wouldn't put him in the same class as Middleton. I think he is he's coming off an injury.
Yeah.
Let him get back. Yeah. Let him get back.
Yeah, Middleton's different. Yeah.
Yeah. Middleton is proven, man. Middleton is proven.
To me, Chris Middleton is like a poor man's Paul Pierce. I like him. I like his game. I really like his game. I think
he's better than Paul.
No,
Paul,
get out here,
man. Paul, you just on Paul because he's from Boston.
No, but Paul, he's the truth. He's called the truth for a reason.
Paul's from Kansas.
That man can ball.
Kansas.
He does. That's his only flaw. He went to KU.
He went to KU.
That's his only flaw.
I've never been a huge Paul fan. He was,
He's the truth. What do you say? That man
A
balled.
nickname doesn't make you because you're a nickname.
When you get a nickname like that, that means you definitely can ball. And this man took
Look,
took shitty Celtic teams. Listen.
Wait a minute.
Shitty
Wait
Celtic
a
teams.
minute.
Shitty Celtic teams to the Eastern Conference. What is it?
He didn't
Semifinals,
win
or
until KG got
conference
there.
final.
He didn't win till KG.
But he went there though. All he had was Twan.
What is that?
All he had was Twan.
What piece of
And
how many
those
rings
teams
do you get for going to the Eastern Conference?
I hear you.
How many Eastern Conference championship
I
rings?
hear you. But
did
that's
the
a
Truth have?
that's a testament to his game. That man could ball.
That is not a
he
testament.
took those shitty teams there.
Man, stop
Come
it
on,
with
man.
that, man.
Come
Cut
on.
it out, man. Cut
Give
it
that
out.
man some respect, man.
I'm not taking away from his basketball ability, but I do think that we kind of put him on a pedestal that he had a lot of shitty years in Boston. So let's just say that.
He never had shitty years.
Whoa,
Listen. Look,
wait
numbers wise, he's never really had shitty years. The only time his numbers went down is when he finally got two superstars with him.
Looking at volume versus quality.
Well, what else do you expect? If nobody else is there, it's like you gonna blame Derrick Rose for taking all them shots in Chicago? He had to.
No, man, but damn, come on, man. We give him a little bit too much credit, man. They only got the ring because
too much credit.
They got the ring because of KG.
I mean, I'm trying to talk about free agency. Now you over on some bullshit.
Look, you brought the subject up.
You said the Truth got too much credit for what?
Yes,
for what?
Yes, man, that was KG that brought them rings, man.
First off, it was one.
Real. It was KG.
It would have been two if KG didn't get hurt. And
hold on, you just said it. Thank you. All right, I'm done. We can move on. You just said it. Thank you.
Also would have been two if we didn't get fucked in that 2010 final against.
My point. It was KG. That's all I needed to hear out your mouth. I'm done with it. No, we can move on. Next subject.
Since you're gonna just throw that at me,
who's the next chip to fall?
The reason why I said that is because we almost would have won that Orlando. We almost won that Orlando series with Big Baby as our center. If we had him,
what is Woj reporting? What is Woj reporting?
This dude, you know what?
I think Woj is reporting something.
Well, tell me then. You tell me.
You are on the Twitterverse. I'm not on the Twitterverse.
I'm on Bleacher Report and ESPN right now.
I'm not on the Twitterverse.
What you got? Pull something up. Nobody knew.
I got no signal. That's what I got.
Oh, is that what the problem was?
I'm in the basement.
This whole time you had no
signal.
We are in the studio basement right here. You know it off the glass.
I'm jammed
up. You got that right. All right, but look. I see Al. I saw a story earlier today. Al has a secret team, a mystery team that's supposed to sign him.
Hold on, wait. Al Horford?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I should have said that. Al Horford, there's a mystery team to sign him. The mystery team, Celtics. He's coming back. He's just trying. I mean, no one else is going to give that man $31 million.
Well, we knew that, but it's always good to dip your toe in the water.
True.
Like you never know what missing piece you could be for another team.
But here's the thing. You can go to Sacramento, in Phoenix, in Memphis and get a deal like that, but you're not going to win shit.
But that's the thing, though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where you start to see
Sacramento. I think is on the come up too. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I think this is where you start to see what drives guys. Is it the ring or is it the money?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it ultimately I could stay here, I could possibly win, but I can cash out at the highest cap, or I can go over here. I'm gonna take a cut. I'm gonna take a hit in the pockets, but I'm damn sure gonna win the ring. So it's what does it turn into for you?
I don't know. I mean, does he think he can go to Houston and be the missing piece? I mean,
what is Kimba? What is a guy like Kimba thinking when he leaves?
Kimba,
I don't think. Well, first off, do we think that the Hornets were building in the correct direction?
First off, I'm glad you brought that up because this is the thing I hate. I really wanted him to stay and us to get D'Angelo. Why? Because why can't Jordan make a winning team? That hurts my feelings. All his team. Anytime he gets somebody good, they leave, and whatever he has, he can't do anything with that. What's that about?
First off, there's not too many bad things you can say about MJ to me because I grew up watching him.
We're not gonna go there. We're just talking about
I'm
owner,
just saying,
executive.
So executive. I feel like it takes time to grow into a great owner executive, and I commend him because think about it. He didn't have a necessary blueprint to go off of. He's a black man that's doing all of these things, and that comes into effect, man. That you man, come on,
man. When you're,
come on,
bro,
man.
no, come on, my ass. When you're,
come on, man. He had to climb through the ladder. He had to come up the ladder,
Bobby. When you're Michael Jordan, you aren't black anymore. You know what I'm saying? You are something else. You know that, bro. You transcend everybody. Of course, he's a black man. You know what I'm saying? And he will always be that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what the fuck I'm saying? He transcends everything, which means is he can walk into literally any room he wants and gets what he wants. You know that? You know that?
I don't know how much
of
that. I don't know how much of that pull when you put what you got to think of the business side too, with what city he's bringing these people to. You know what I'm saying? What can you package together? I think he should start going the young route, like your Brooklyns and your.
He's been going the young route. All he gets is draft picks.
Whoever
he gets lottery picks every year.
Whoever ends up with the final
or
decision,
close to lottery.
Whoever ends up with the final decision.
Yeah.
Ends up with a haphazard pick, and I don't know if it's always is it his final decision. Right, that's what I'm saying.
It probably is.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, it ain't Rich Choi, the GM. You know, Rich is going to. All right, Mike, what you want to do? Or Rich Chow, however you say his last name, Mike.
I feel like
good. I don't even know who they drafted this year.
Of these teams, because think about it. If that's the case, then Kimball wasn't a bad assessment. Right.
Yeah, he was a great assessment, but you put Nicholas Batum with him? Like, come on, bro. And you get rid of his center, Al Jefferson, and you replace him with, I don't know what they got. Zeller. They got Zeller from UNC. That's their center. Marvin, the one brother that went to UNC, Marvin, he's been with them for so long. Oh fudge, I can't remember his last. He's been with them so long.
Marvin Harrison.
No, not Marvin Harrison. He played football. he was a wide out. He was a wide out for the coach. Yes, I'm ready to smoke some more while you bullshit.
Yeah, that might be the weed.
But damn, I'm gonna be mad. What's that brother name? Anyway, it's just he's the Wizards teams he put together, which I was enlightened about. My boy Slick, when he came on the show, he told me about it. And I remembered, those Wizards teams were. If you look at that roster, the talent he had was great.
That's what I'm saying.
But you look at the talent he has on them Charlotte teams. What the?
I'm saying, and that's another thing. Like, the picks weren't all terrible. They just developed to a peak so fast, and then they didn't go nowhere. They didn't do it.
Everybody knew.
Because think about it, Cody Zeller's not terrible. He's not a terrible center. He's serviceable, but. He's not.
You gonna give Adam Morrison all that money? Remember him from Oregon?
That was
Gonzaga. Remember him? And they gave him so much money. I'm like, how you gonna give somebody that's not a Tar Heel that much money? And he did not deserve that shit.
But did we think he was?
I didn't think he was gonna be shit. And he was somewhat
coming out of Gonzaga though.
Coming out of Gonzaga,
he balled coming out of Gonzaga.
He did, and I think they either got to the Final Four.
I think the pressures of the NBA.
They didn't even win the chip that year, though.
Yeah, the pace of the game. Like, the NBA breaks people, though, man. There's no boys allowed for a reason.
True,
man.
but he just the deal he gave him was stupid off the left. But anyway, we digress. More importantly, man. Okay. So
who have to edit half of this shit out?
No, man, this shit's getting kept. All this shit. It fucking matter. You know, this is high off.
Ventured all the way off of the streets.
This is high off the glass, and bro, we haven't. You should hear some of my other shows. This ain't nothing.
Right.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to go all the way off the beaten path. Fuck
right.
You know what I'm saying? But to bring it back, who in free agency now? Who would you like to see where?
What would I like to see where?
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not a guy that likes to. I don't think KD's move to the Warriors was a bad move. I'm a guy that loves change. I think that it was brilliant.
I don't want to talk about that, though.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Because I don't think it was brilliant. I think it was stupid. That's a whole nother conversation.
Right,
who in free agency, like where would you like to see D'Angelo go? Where would you like to see
Middleton
go?
I want to see him go somewhere that fits his basketball style. That's not going to stop him change his game up. I don't know that if going back to the Lakers would be the best thing for him to do.
Why wouldn't it?
He's established himself enough that he's going to need the ball in his hands a little more. I don't know if he works off the ball as well. Think about it. Still one ball. LeBron and AD are going to carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I feel like the Lakers letting go of Josh Hart was stupid. He would have been the perfect fit in there. He would have been the perfect fit in there. He already knew the system. He already knew the players. He fits. He can hit a shot.
Josh isn't a starter, though. He isn't.
What?
He could be, but he's
in the NBA right now.
You really want somebody as cold-blooded as him coming in off your bench. There's a reason why Lou Williams wins six man every year, because that dude is cold-blooded coming off that bench.
But
you want somebody.
Have you given him the chance yet?
Yeah, he had a bunch.
You can't set a guy to the sixth man of the year, and you haven't given him an opportunity to do that.
He's had a whole bunch of opportunity last season when everybody was fucking hurt. Everybody was hurt on the Lakers.
We talking about with AD and LeBron now. This is a different starting. This makes it easier on a point guard, man. You don't want a point guard, a ball dominant point guard. D'Angelo Russell, I don't know if he'll be enough, if he'll know how to orchestrate an offense enough to fall back.
Yeah.
Even a Rondo, a person that isn't a ball dominant, doesn't need the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
He wants to give it up.
Yeah.
You got AD and LeBron. Yeah. It is about to be run and fly. Yeah. They want Showtime Lakers again. Let's fly.
I agree with your point, because you make a great point. Because he does want the he's an offensive minded.
He's an offensive minded.
Yeah, he's not.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He's an offensive minded.
But if I was him, if I was his agent, I would think about LA as a strong team, and maybe
can he adjust his game?
Here's the thing. No, let's check it.
Because hold on before wait, because I don't want to forget this point. His game has changed so much from when he left.
Right. That's what I'm about to. Yeah.
It's light years from what it was.
Yeah. I'm about to.
He's shown that he can do. Hey, I can put up 20 plus a game.
Right.
Easily. So can he adjust his game now to take a step back and say, I may need to be a 15 and 7 assists guy?
You're looking at it from the wrong point of view. From my point of view, if I'm his agent, and if I'm him, I'm thinking somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's listen.
Who's thinking that?
Listen. I know it sounds crazy, but somebody on that team is gonna get hurt and miss not a significant amount of time, or just made load management or whatever the fuck, and be out a lot. And that's when I can have those greedy games where I just drop off 25, 30 like it's nothing. But the rest of the time, I'll play that traditional point guard role. But when they go out, because trust, LeBron is...
Can he turn it off and turn it on like that?
LeBron is going to go out for a good 20 or 10 games this year. At least.
Really?
At least. Look how the league is trending. They're bitching about, I don't want to play 82 games anymore. The load management is key. That's why Kawhi had so much energy for the goddamn for the damn postseason, because he rested so much. The whole league is going towards that. He will miss 10 games off of rest alone, not even injury. So those are the games where D'Angelo can do his fucking thing. And he could just kill and throw all the lobs to goddamn AD, and him and AD will run that show, and LeBron will be on the bench cheering and happy as shit and resting his ass off. You know what I'm saying? Hurt or not. So I think if I'm him, you go there. And the funniest part about this with LA, this will be the only thing that LA did. This will be one of the good things that Magic did while he was there. The cap space they have to sign him is the cap space they're getting back from Brooklyn, because when they traded him to Brooklyn. So they hooked themselves up. You know what I mean?
In the long run.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's almost like they sent them away to develop itself.
So and come on back. You know what I'm saying? And they got the money to do it from the trade.
Right.
So it's so smart. You know what I'm saying? And they helped themselves out even though they didn't know they was doing it. So if I'm them, I really want to make that deal. And if I'm D'Angelo, I'm thinking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You young, you don't need to rest. They gotta rest.
It can't be a bad thing to play with LeBron and AD right now, because whoever jumps on that team, those guys are gonna be ready when it come time for the season, man. Like that.
Yes.
That combination, I think that is gonna be one of the premier combinations that we have ever seen in the NBA. Like, you got two guys that will complement each other. Like, think of LeBron's unselfishness now.
Right.
That he has a person that he can deflect to he has a better version of Chris Bosh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a better version.
Mm-hmm. A better version of Chris, well, way better version. Shit,
A better version.
Oh God, he's like Chris Bosh 8.0.
So,
like, man.
So is that you saying D'Angelo's gonna come in and be that D Wade now? Can he play D Wade? Think about that D Wade.
That's it. Good call. That's it right there.
Think about what
can
D-Wade,
he do that? That's what he's going to have to do.
Think about the step back the way D Wade
exactly.
did. He took a complete alternate turn in his game to the point where he even had to come out and say it, like, "Hey, I'm gonna give it up because I understand that if I give it up, we can get the ring. It's no problem."
It should be an even easier call or easier thing for him to do that. You know why? Because this ain't your team. That was D Wade's team.
Yes.
So D Wade was
listen, a young, headstrong.
D Wade was smart enough to be like, you know what? Here, boom, you have it, and he was a man enough to do that. This dude. You used to play here, you familiar here, but this ain't your squad. This is LeBron's squad. Okay. So you better know what the fuck you're doing. And they're going to have, if LeBron's smart, and I know he is, because he is, he's having that talk with D'Angelo right the fuck now. They calling each other, talking about it. To your point earlier, dude, they always talk to each other, even though they're not supposed to, but they do, because they human. So they already know, like, look, this is going to be my team, but, you know, when I ain't here, shit, you do whatever fuck you want.
So does it put LeBron back in a Kyrie situation from Cleveland them years, you know, the years
like trying to train up or somebody
trying to train up. This guy really want to be the man, low key, like, you know, does it? And
I don't think so.
AD is the other real superstar. They talking about AD for going up in the rafters. After this stuff, you know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be his team with LeBron.
Really gonna be.
It's a great point. Yeah. True.
Because you're getting older. You get LeBron. That's, I think, personally, if you wanted my personal opinion, and this is strictly personal opinion. Obviously, I don't know LeBron James. LeBron James, if you ever have a chance to hear this podcast, feel free to hit me up, man. I think me and you can have a great conversation. But at any rate, I think LeBron is only focused on
hit you up for what?
Son.
Like, what do you want him to hit you up for?
Business, man. Business. I think his business mind is okay. Man, I think he's one of the most brilliant.
Put your socials out there so people know where to hit you up at.
Really, I'm just on IG, man. We'll get into all of that because I don't
put it out there.
Hold on, we'll get into all of that.
Okay, let's do one.
You made me lose my train of thought.
Get your point.
But no. What I'm saying is, I think his focus is more towards what he's been saying. His son, playing with his son.
Oh yeah.
I think
he wants to
gearing
do his. That's his end game.
He's building his business interests to transition out of basketball first and foremost. Yeah. You can see that with the move to LA. Yeah. With the the connections that's made. LA is all about business moves. It's all about business moves. Yeah. And I think that of course, he want to win as many ships as possible. He's one of them dudes that want to put on every
ships.
He can. Ships.
Ships.
You ain't never heard nobody say ships.
No, I just heard chips. I only know chips. Nah, that's why Drake was talking about chips and dips.
Ships, man. We get ships, man. Ships around here, man. Ships. Championships. Championships, man.
Oh yeah, ships. I have heard that before.
Ships, man.
I like chips better, but go ahead.
I think it is about that, but ultimately, I just think that he looks so far ahead that we don't think about.
Oh, he do be playing like 10 years in advance.
Think about that, man. That whole when AD went to Rich Paul, I think they was planning that stuff back then.
No
man.
shit.
Like they've been thinking about this stuff years ago. So the thoughts that he on, like he knows that. Give me AD. I'm really trying to transition AD to be the man here, kind of take some of the pressure off of me.
Right.
I'm getting older. I am going to sit a little more. I may be a little more injured.
Right.
Here's the young AD. Yeah. This is a better Paul Gasol, and I can be the old Kobe Bryant.
True, but he's going to need
Odom-ish,
He's going to need somebody to give him the ball, and that person will be D'Angelo. And I just want to finish up with the D'Angelo point from earlier. I think he will be able to deal with taking a step back and not being able to do everything that he did in Brooklyn, in LA. Why? Because he's more mature. Why? Because he learned from that situation with him and Nick Young, him and Swaggy, that whole situation. That was a disturbing. That was a bad situation, and I think that was like a good ass whooping. Like, boom, you fucked up that much, you about to be exiled.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I think that really taught him something, and I think from that experience he matured. We see how he balled for the last 2 years on Brooklyn.
Yeah, his game.
Come on back home. Shit.
Exploded.
It has. It really has.
Man. even just the growth in decision making and you know the
Yep.
little things,
Knowing
how
when
you
to-
motivate
Yep.
a team, you know, like a point guard.
You act like he can't. I saw him in the
I'm
regular
not
season
saying
and the
he
po-
can't
I have
do
league.
anything.
I have league pass, so I saw him regular season and postseason be that pass first point
Yeah.
guard. I was shocked. I
just
saw it.
don't know if it could be. I'm not saying he can't be. I'm not saying he could never fit into that role. I'm just thinking about a consistent
Mm-hmm.
night in, night out. Somebody's gonna need to get Brian the ball and get
Right.
AD the ball. That's
Right.
what ultimately. That's what the Lakers are gonna
Get
become.
Brown the ball. AD.
Get Brian the ball and get Brian the ball
Yeah.
so Brian can get AD the ball.
Yeah.
Or get AD the ball
Yeah.
so AD can get Brian the ball.
Yeah.
And then all you other guys fall in place.
Yeah. Where do you have? Man, I'm so sick of talking about that ass.
Yeah.
Where you got them
And
finishing? Where you got them
the
finishing?
Lakers?
Yeah.
I gotta see what we got left. I gotta see what
You
it,
never
think
like
about
to
they have it.
yeah.
I don't like to say anything because there's so much left unknown. They don't even have a team. It's so much that could happen. I can't place a team yet because we don't have teams yet. Let me see some chips fall. Where they gonna fall, and then I can say right now as it stands, who's their starting five? Who's the if we was to start the season, who would be the Lakers starting five?
Speaking of your okay, I hear you. Breaking news. We have more breaking news. What should I do for it? No, that's horrible. God bless it.
Man,
Here we go.
you're
Breaking
terrible
news.
at that. Yep.
All right, breaking news. Damn, that is a bad sound effect, dude.
Your catalog is trash.
Dude, you ain't lying. It's that whack ass.
Your
MacBooks.
Your sound
Man, it's
effect
whack-ass
catalog is
MacBooks.
trash.
Oh man,
It's getting
wow,
worse. I
that's
didn't know it
horrible.
would get worse. You definitely need to edit this part out.
No, this is all staying in. Breaking news. You were speaking on him earlier. Chris Middleton re-ups with Milwaukee on a 4-year?
That money.
5-year, $178 million deal.
That money.
So that's got to be a max.
Get
That's a max
that
deal.
money.
So congratulations
It
to
was
him.
so smart of him to just. I think that was a play the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not gonna resign to y'all. Show me the money.
Man,
I love to see guys like that get the money, man, because those
Yeah.
are just guys that
you ain't lying.
you didn't expect game to be where it is.
Right.
Pure shooter, stroke.
Right.
Hey, I love it. Get the money.
It can go to the cup. He's cold-blooded.
Yes, I love it.
I think I finished my thing earlier.
Gotta get some hand claps so we can start giving people.
Hand claps. Let's get the hand claps up. Where is the hand clap? We get it. Boom. Congratulations, Chris Middleton. Yeah. There you
You gotta
go.
get a better hand clap.
Yeah.
You gotta get a better hand clap.
What's wrong with that one?
You gotta get a better hand clap.
Man, for somebody who, damn,
gotta
first
get a better
time here,
hand
just gonna hate on my.
It's not a hate. It's yeah.
What the fuck is that? I don't know.
See, you don't.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah,
But anyway, so congratulations to him. I think from my last point from the LA Fakers, they're going to at least the Western Conference Final or NBA Final. That's it. At the very least, Western
What
Conference
did I
Final.
tell you about
Man, I'll put June 30th. I said it here first. You heard it.
Do you want to take another
I would love to take that bet.
retard bet?
I
Like
do
that?
kinda wanna take the
Excuse me,
bet.
I didn't want to put that out there. I didn't want to say retard. Excuse me. And, some people are sensitive to those types of
They
words, and I don't want to
They are.
offend anybody. But
Yeah.
do you want to take another fool's bet like that?
I know one thing. If you want the people to hear you, you should come a little closer to the mic. You know that.
Oh, my bad. I don't need to be in the mic. I just want you to put that fool's bet out there again.
I do kind of want to. I think I will. You want to throw 50 on it?
Whoa. Throw 50 on what?
I'll throw a dub on it. I throw at least a dub. They're going to the Western Conference Finals.
Right now, today, you're going to put $20 that says that the LA Lakers are going to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh yeah.
And I, sir, will take that bet.
That's a bet. That. Stretch it out.
Yeah,
Boom. There we go. We just had to pound it. We always do that on whenever we do a bet on High Off the Glass. We pound it right there on the.
And this
on
for the
over the
record,
table.
Oath throws out these outlandish bets about.
Hey, and I win some of them. I win them, and I especially when I win New England.
Whoa, cut it out.
You got me this year in the playoffs.
Yeah,
you
I
got
wasn't
me
gonna
this
say
year.
nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No,
You see how that's how you can
real.
tell he went to his high voice. That's
I
how
keep-
everybody knows.
I keep
Whenever
it
a guy
real.
goes to his high voice,
I keep it real.
that's how you know.
You got me
what
this year in the
happened.
playoffs.
But
that's
I digress. We're gonna move on from that.
that's one step of me getting my money back. And when the football season, I'm gonna run you like I usually do.
Ah, come on.
There it is. Oh, the great back in the building.
He knows that my issues with football stemmed from when the Rams left.
Let's go Pats.
And I viewed football differently since then. So
Let's go.
that's why he throws that out there. I don't really get into football. I'm not really a.
You don't get into football.
I'm not.
Don't lie.
I'm a St. Louis.
Don't
first,
lie to these people.
So when they stole the Rams and they pulled that hijack off, I'm a bitter St. Louis Rams fan.
Oh Lord, you still on that, man?
Man, come on, man.
Oh,
come
on, Bobby.
Greatest
man.
show on turf, man. Never die. We don't celebrate that. Other Rams.
Oh wow.
Real St. Louis Rams fans don't. If you were ever a St. Louis Rams fan, if you were ever a football fan, and you are a St. Louisan, you do not really speak on the NFL. Really, you don't really get into it.
Man, there's a bunch of people here that go for them new whack ass LA Rams.
There's a bunch of them here, but
what you talking about?
Real St. Louisans don't rock with them guys.
Wow.
We rock with the greatest show on turf.
Real, he says, y'all.
Turf.
Wow. Okay.
Greatest show on turf.
Okay. Anyway, well, we'll save that for for the NFL preview. Football season is quickly approaching.
Yeah.
But
I don't have an NFL team, so I don't, man. I don't have a team.
I feel like you was running with Green Bay last year.
Cut that, man. Never.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
I would never put
Aaron
my
Stodgers.
chips. I would never put my chips in that basket.
Aaron Stodgers. Anyway, so yeah, man, I'm so excited. Let's see what else is going off with this. Yeah, of course, Twitter going crazy over KD signing. I don't know why everybody's super amped. We shouldn't be. We knew this was happening, but you know,
man, you never know what's happening, man. That's what makes it fun.
That's how it goes in this business.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, sports is so. All right, so who else?
Hey, what's up, man? We gonna fire up again?
I don't know. Hopefully,
put you on the record on that one.
Hopefully we'll have to. Yeah, you sure threw me out there on that. Hope we got a pipe because I got to burn out. I got to get to the stove before we close. You know what? Speaking of firing up, what are you blowing on right now?
What am I blowing on?
Mm-hmm.
The best green that I can find. I'm not a dude that chases names,
right?
So I'm more about the high.
You don't have a name. You don't have like
a preference? Are you asking?
No. I'm asking like, do you, whatever you're smoking on right now, does it have a name, or is it
currently right now?
Yeah.
Nah. And if it does, I didn't ask.
Right.
I just looked at it and made sure it was up to my standards for sight and smell.
Okay.
And went from there.
So what with Bobby right now as a smoker, his smoker status right now, y'all, is kind of like scavenger buyer. Whoa. Said, check. I'm about to break it down. He's scavenger buyer. He buys from wherever he goes. If it looks good, he'll cop.
No,
he does not have a specific.
Incorrect.
He does not have a specific person he goes to at the time.
Completely incorrect.
He will buy.
These are all false.
He will buy. He goes somewhere. Okay. That look like a good bag.
Completely.
Let me go grab one. Okay. What is it? Okay. Fuck it. Let's go.
Completely wrong. First off, I am a smoker elite. I've been smoking for a long time.
How long you been smoking?
This is how long I've been smoking.
Okay.
I've been smoking long enough to stop smoking for 10 years.
Damn.
Now you do the math on that.
You stopped smoking for 10 years?
I stopped smoking for 10 years.
Why and how? Well, I know how, but why?
Well, the reasons were I had to get my life together. Okay. When I started out smoking, I started out extremely aggressively smoking. So that meant I smoked sun up to sundown. I couldn't do anything without smoking. And at that point, growing up, I felt like weed had a control of me versus me controlling weed.
Right.
I couldn't function without smoking. I couldn't eat without smoking. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't just go out and just have a regular day without smoking first. So at that point, I didn't have a good enough job to keep up with my habit. So that forces you to do other things to keep smoking, and
right.
I'm also a guy that hits points in my life. I start to feel the sting of, hey, I'm 21, 25. Hey, I'm not doing shit with my life. You know? So all of that stuff kicks in for me, and I decide to put it down. If it's important enough, it's only gonna get better. Like I always tell people, they like you get the people that gotta go put down weed for a minute to go get a job. Man, look, weed is only getting better, man. It's not going nowhere.
Right, sure ain't.
It's not going nowhere. It's only going to be a stronger strand when you get back.
Right, because when you leave, we'll be sitting there waiting for you when you get back.
So I never had a problem putting it down, but at that point, I knew that I had a problem with smoking weed. So
wow,
I had to put it down for a minute, go get a job. At that time, all of this, the way the weed laws is now, with things being so lax, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So you had to go get a job. You had to stop smoking weed. And
right.
It was just simple and plain. So put it down for 10 years. Hey, fast forward, we get a job where now those things don't matter.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I can smoke as much as I want to. I'm old enough and I can afford to support my own habits. I do have my own suppliers that I go to.
Yes, sir.
So all of that falsities of being a scavenger, I am a smoker elite. I've been in this game a long time.
Yes,
I jumped off the porch a long time ago.
Congratulations, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Back from the abyss.
Yeah, man. So I do enjoy it, man. I enjoy the different strands. And, man, I'm one of the dudes that, like, punch me in my chest. I want the highest of the highs. I want the strong.
Yeah.
The hardest indica you got.
Right.
If you say you got the one that's gonna set me down. I haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
So
I have the Eli Manning. That thing. Oof. I had that Eli Manning OG a couple of years ago, bro. That shit was
OG strands. I love OG strands.
That Eli.
I don't know what it is about OG strands.
Bruh,
They usually hit me a little harder than most.
That Eli made me take a motherfucking nap before I went to a Ghostface Killer show. Like, straight up. I was all hyped about going to see my boy Ghostface from Woo, and I'm hype as fuck. We hit that. I was like, all right, y'all, give me a minute. I'm going to walk up there. And luckily the show was up the street. I had to pass out.
Right.
That shit was crazy.
Right. And see, that's the thing now. I have to confess that I'm getting more into the names and the different. Like, I was almost just about I want the high. Just give me the best weed possible. Mm-hmm. But now I'm getting into the breakdowns of the weeds and the hybrids.
Right.
Your different types and what they're going to do. And how
right.
You know, especially with the way Missouri's moving with
yes.
Being able to get dispensaries.
Yes.
And have your personal grow.
Yeah.
I'm looking to move into some of those things.
Yeah.
And experiment more. I always you can always in St. Louis, you can always come across some homegrown.
Yeah.
Before it was popular to have your homegrown, you could always come across it. So
that's what I'm kind of worried about, though, and I pray that this doesn't happen with these dispensaries, but I want it still to be, I don't know, I'm simple. I want it to be from Earth. I don't want it to be man-made.
More manufactured.
Yeah, I don't want different chemicals pumped into it to make it this or make it that.
I mean, just because it's in Missouri doesn't mean that it's going to be a step back from the regulations that you have in your Denvers and your.
True. But here's the thing. Just because it's legalized in Colorado and California, do we know that everything that they have is that good natural stuff? Like I literally
California has the best bud I've ever smoked.
Oh dear God, yes, you're right. And
when I say that, I mean the street weed is out fucking standing.
I tell you one thing, I put my British Columbia shit up against that any day, because that shit I had in British Columbia, man,
nobody
Seattle,
Cali.
Man, I'm telling you,
I'll
sleep on BC bud, bro.
Listen,
do not do it.
We talking
do
street
not
weed.
Do
we
it.
talking street weed. Ain't no better place to go than Cali.
Their street weed was that.
Cali street weed is what we consider the best we've ever had.
Bro, I'm
Cali
telling you,
street weed is crazy.
You can go to downtown Seattle right now.
And it's been like
I was able to do this shit. No, I was able to do this shit 19 years ago. You can go to downtown Seattle. You can go to downtown Vancouver. And you can go anywhere else in British Columbia. And the shit you would buy off somebody on the street was the brightest, loudest, greenest, frostiest shit you've ever seen. That was 19 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I was living out there. Trust, man.
I'm not knocking it because I haven't been there, so I can't say what they got. But I've been to Cali.
I know.
Cali bud.
I know.
And I've smoked the bud in a lot of different places.
Yeah, I'm
just talking about the level of potency that you can just get from the street weed. I'm not.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm just talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Your rando guy that you walk up on and he got a bag.
That's what I'm talking about.
Stumble up on him.
Yeah,
you getting some gunpowder.
But you know what?
Gunpowder.
And just to, you about to break some shit over there. What's the name? They have to, with the more that with the to be honest, we just have to be mindful of this because this is the U.S. government, and we know how they roll. With this, with everything becoming more laxed, more regulated. I mean, more lax, more deregulated, and the wall starting to come down. What are you giving people to consume? You know what I'm saying? Because you gave them cigarettes and alcohol. That all that does is fuck your body up. So this shit right here, is this still going to be? Because this is what dispensary I'm going to use when it starts up here in St. Louis, and I'll go to Sauget. Actually, too, you know, there's a dispensary right now in Sauget.
No,
Sauget, exactly, Sauget, Illinois.
Man, I get confused. But running to all these dispensaries, is it a weed dispensary or is it a CBD spot?
It's not a
CBD. It's a CBD spot. Keep me out there.
It's not a CBD.
Just for all the people on the CBD stuff. Miss me with the CBD. I'm about THC. Miss me with that CBD.
I like CBD can do something, especially in oil. It can help. It can help your joints. It can help your joints.
Weed, if you smoke
it can
weed,
help your joints.
If you smoke weed, CBD ain't doing shit but taking your money because you've already surpassed the level that CBD can do for you.
In Sauget, I have this. There's this app you can get. It's called WikiLeaf. Mentioned it on the last show. Mm-hmm. You download the app and you type in wherever you're at, and it'll tell you the closest dispensary. It'll tell you how much an eighth is.
Like
Huh?
It's like Weed Map, like Leafy.
Exactly. You know, and it's WikiLeaf, so you probably maybe already know about it. And that's how I found the Sauget one. It says Sauget, it says dispensary. We're going to have a high off the glass field trip, everybody. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to have a field trip. We're going to go over there and hopefully record over there one day and check the place out. And so I'm gonna see how that works.
Check it out, man. Was we buying? Are we purchasing?
Yeah, well,
is that the
that always happens with that too. But my thing, what I was gonna say is when these dispensaries start popping up like goddamn CVS's and Walgreens, which we know they will, I'm only fucking with the ones that I know are all natural. I don't want any. I know you're gonna want to go to that mass produced grower, that grower that can get you like so many pounds a month and all that. No, I want some more. I want it smaller. I want smaller batches, and I want it 100% natural. I don't want all those chemicals added to it. If you could do it in the ground, that'd be better for me. But I know that's hard. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everything they want to do now is in those damn gallon jugs.
I'm just trying to see one of them joints pop up on the corner around away from me, where I can duck in and give me some Maui Wowie whenever I want to.
And true. And to be honest with you too, and I'm still don't look at me like this. I'm definitely for dispensaries. I'm definitely for this shit deregulated and for the walls to come down. But also too, man, poor weed man gonna be out of job, man. You know, the more and more.
Your game up, man. Like most things, you gotta switch the game up.
You gotta evolve, yeah.
You just gotta evolve, man. You ain't gonna be able to come with the bullshit prices and numbers and all of that stuff. You gotta adjust your game.
Yeah.
This may see the return of the Nick bag.
Right. That's true.
You know, they throw away, you know, shit. I mean, people still, it's gonna be more about convenience.
Yeah.
You know, it's still gonna be that subsection that don't go to the dispensary.
Exactly.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Or can't afford this dispensary.
Right.
You know, like I said, return of the Nick bag.
What am I saying? Because bootleggers are still going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. You go out to Vegas. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Like I go to Vegas a lot.
Yeah.
You get the guys that's trying to sell weed, right?
Right.
First off, don't try to sell me a pre-roll or none of the stuff. None of the extra stuff you can get from a dispensary, a pre-roll, or edible.
Why not?
A piece of candy. Don't sell me that on the street. You got to come with weed. First and foremost.
You may have to have that and here's the thing.
I'm not gonna buy that from you. Especially when I can go to the store right here and I know all of their stuff is good, safe, and right here.
One thing you're not going to do on High Off the Glass, though. The one thing you're not going to do on High Off the Glass, get out of here, bug, is to call it weed. We don't call marijuana weed.
What?
We call it marijuana, cannabis, or any other name. I don't like weed. I don't like that. I don't like that attachment to it. We call it other things.
I heard somebody else say this.
It's true. It's very true. And if you talk to your growers in California that you love so much, in that northern triangle in Northern California, they say the same thing.
I'm an '80s baby.
Me as well.
In the '80s.
Yep.
I say weed.
Yeah, we're gonna call it marijuana.
You can call it weed,
For real.
grass.
I should have come. I should have
now,
hipped you to this before the show.
Listen. I'll
grass
denounce.
is cool.
I'll denounce the verbiage of dope. I hate
Yeah.
when they say dope. When people call it dope.
You know, like that.
But other than that,
That make me think heroin.
man, this is weed. I've been smoking weed for a
Yeah.
long time. You hear me?
I hear you.
I'm sorry. Y'all gonna hear me say smoke weed.
No.
Nah, that's I've been saying smoke weed for a long time.
I hear you.
Now
smoke cannabis.
I feel like the shit's so popular now
Yeah.
to hear people be like, "Oh, smoke cannabis." Nah, that shit, man.
You ain't gotta say it like that, man. You ain't gotta sound lame as fuck when you say it.
Cool shit,
Right.
That's what it sounds like in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
like it's like,
That's
man,
what you
go
mean.
on with that
Yeah.
cool shit, man. We smoking weed. It's the same weed.
Yeah.
You just able to smoke it now. Now since the government say it's cool in some place, now we go, oh, it's cannabis now. Man, we smoking some weed. Man.
I
Smoking
just
some
don't.
weed.
Me personally,
Sure.
and you funny.
We
And
smoking weed.
I feel what
Sure.
you're saying.
Fire
I
up
just.
that weed.
I just don't like. I don't like the word weed around it because weed always has that negative connotation. And what is a weed? It's a plant that's growing up in your garden or your lawn that you want to get rid of. It's bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no weed that's good. So give me that marijuana. Shit, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
everybody
Yeah,
different.
I guess.
That's how I look at it. But look,
We'll call it green. How about that?
that'll work. That's what I normally
I can
call
find
it.
you in the middle.
You know what I'm saying? You got to, if you talking about evolve for the street dude, which they will, because the bootleggers were able to evolve and they still going.
Hey,
The street dude,
turn to the Nick
the
bag.
street dude is that's something. It's gonna have to have more than just green. They gonna have to have maybe those pre-rolls, maybe some edibles, something.
That's the thing, though. You do have to keep that stuff. You do have to keep that stuff.
Because there's people, there's a market for it. They want it.
There is a market for it, but that's the thing, though. Everybody ain't gonna buy edibles and stuff from everybody. Just like we just. Some of us ain't gonna. I'll just say for me. I can't speak for everybody. I just speak for me. Man, if you pop up on me with some edibles, and me and you are cool, right. I'm still gonna kind of be like, I don't know how you do. I don't know what your background is on that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Yeah. I get people pop up on me all the time with candies and this and that. First and foremost, I also feel like candies and all this, that shit don't do nothing for me. I smoke candy.
I feel you. There.
Like it doesn't. I can eat 100 of those candies.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. If you did that, you wouldn't wake up. Shit, you'd be so knocked out.
I keep telling people, man, the candy shit is only with my tolerance. I smoke a lot of weed.
Edibles don't fuck you up.
No,
they don't do shit to you.
I may get a buzz, and that's only if I smoke a blunt with it or 2 blunts with it. Like if I smoke with it.
So if
I just ate an edible right here, right now, a whole edible and didn't smoke nothing, I'm not gonna feel shit.
So you take a whole, brownie. A whole one at once, it won't do shit?
How much more clear do I? Let me scoot up to the mic.
I'm sorry. I'm bigger than
edibles
you,
don't
and I smoke
do
like you.
Shit
them shits.
To me.
If I eat a whole one,
too much, man.
I
don't think
my body high, my stomach high.
I think what people say when they say they smoke a lot, you have to be around a person that really does smoke a lot to really see a motherfucker that smoke a lot. Like,
right.
I smoke a lot.
Right.
You hear me? Like I'm the roll up back to back dude. So
yeah. That's me.
Especially if I'm on some relaxed, chill shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a place where I'm comfortable,
right,
I will roll up. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I only say that to say
get that cipher going and shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I get guys all the time talking, man, we smoke, man, eat this, man, eating shit. That shit don't. And then I'm not trying to wait an hour on it
to feel.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you funny. Yo, this dude.
I want to get high.
I hear you. You ain't got all that time.
And that's the thing, though. Like,
I ain't got time.
I've never done nothing but smoke weed. Like, I've never popped a pill. I've never taken no lean, no coke, none of that shit. I just smoke weed. So I know the ins and outs of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your lane. You ain't about to go
all
about
that
it.
Edibles and all that shit. It's cool. I ain't saying like it. You know when I fuck with the edibles?
What?
When before I came back to smoking weed. That's what kind of jumped me back to smoking weed, because I hadn't smoked for so long, and I was like, damn, man, do I want to go back to smoking, man?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like
the edibles brought you back.
I'm gonna say it brought me back because I was gonna go back to smoking eventually.
Yeah.
But it's like I jumped into the edibles,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, man, it's a different type of, the different body high. And it was like, but damn, I had to wait 30 minutes on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's a different vibe with the smoke.
Yeah, it's a
It's
totally
whole
different high.
You know, what
You
I'm
get a body. That's a body high
right,
with the edibles.
I like the vibe of smoking. I like the relaxation of it.
Right.
I like the headiness of it.
Yeah.
The body part is cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could get that from a weed
Yeah.
where I got a full body high, but a head high. But that edible shit, that shit play.
I like the
that shit overrated, man.
The head high off of Woo. Y'all know about Woos out there. We'll talk about them later. But
I don't know about that.
yeah, we'll rap about them later. Yo, this was really good.
What's up?
This was really good, man.
What's up?
I appreciate you coming through and doing this.
My dude, I appreciate you having me.
Yo, man, yes sir.
It's cool
all
though.
day. This was really fun.
I only kicked the mic a couple times.
Yeah, hopefully they won't hear it, but fuck
it. You hear me?
They'll be all right. Shit. We're gonna wrap this thing up the way we usually do. Usually I give a reason every episode of why St. Louis needs a basketball team. Why don't if you feeling froggy,
why St. Louis needs a basketball team?
Why don't you give a reason? It's
imperative St. Louis can get a basketball team because the support, the amount of support. First and foremost, St. Louis, we're in the center for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
We are one of the best sports cities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if you pull it up on one of your lists, we rank in the top 10, top 5
all day
sports cities
of
all time.
Right.
Basketball has always been huge here. If you look at the Final Fours that come through here, if you look at the Missouri Valley Conference is not a huge conference, but they have their conference tournaments here every year,
and we make it live.
We pack the stadium for that.
Yes, sir.
Your high school teams that come through here,
yes, sir.
The support, the amount of support that will come for a basketball team would be huge, but St. Louis has very racist roots.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes those racist roots...
We're not going to talk about that, though. We're just here for why St. Louis needs a basketball team.
Well, that's why. It would bring together... It would stop some of the separation that I think exists in St. Louis.
Yeah.
It could be that bonding... Think about it. We still got hockey. We got basketball. We got... They trying to get soccer here.
Yeah.
We don't have football.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are not sports that are followed very highly by black men.
Yeah.
So,
black people in general.
Black people in general. And so bringing a basketball team here would, bring that cohesiveness back to St. Louis, man.
Right.
Melt some of those lines, man. Think about it. It's very, kind of cut side and side here.
Right.
The Blues was a huge, as black people, we loved it in St. Louis. We got a Stanley Cup team, but
right.
There wasn't very many of us down there at
the
parade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know I wasn't going.
Look at that. And the bad thing is, did we feel welcome down there?
Right. That's why I don't.
As
that's
much
why
as
I didn't go.
We celebrated. Don't get me wrong.
Go.
We stood with them, but when it came down, we was like, whoa, I don't know if it's going to be a bunch of drinking and going on. I don't know if this gonna be my scene.
So there's your point.
That's my point. My point is the cohesiveness of St. Louis needs it.
There you go.
We love basketball.
And the support
of the city.
That's it.
The support of the city.
That's it. I loved it. That is a great reason. I'm so glad I asked you. And we know about that. Some of that shitty history here, but especially
talk about it.
That racist ass history. We know about it.
We got to talk about it.
But like what you said,
don't run for me.
An NBA, you got that right. An NBA team would help melt some of that shit away. You know what I'm saying? It really would. Oh my goodness!
The support in St. Louis would be stupid.
It would.
I can guarantee
from everybody.
Ranked in the top on jersey sales,
from everybody,
on ticket sales. I can guarantee.
You ain't lying. I just want to say again, Brother Bobby, thank you for coming through.
Appreciate you, my bro.
Right on, bro.
This was cool.
Right on, man. You want to come on back?
Anytime.
All right, right on. Yeah, we always kicking on High Off the Glass. This should be dope. For real. But thank you again for this man coming through to the Young Basement Studio. We was kicking it. Man, we're gonna wrap this one up. Thank you for listening. Everybody, check us out on the Twitter page, what is it, at @the_glass. Check us out on Instagram, High Off the Glass, Facebook, High Off the Glass, and like we always do, like I always say, keep hooping. Peace.